In 1992, for the Summer Olympics here in Barcelona, Rebecca Horne created this sculpture right here, and it's one of the most iconic pieces of art on the beach right now, and brings more character to this beach, especially with the W in the background. So the closest metro stop to Barceloneta Beach is Barceloneta. It's Linea 4, line 4, the yellow line. But don't be fooled, even though it says Barceloneta, it's the beginning of it, but you still gotta walk like 10 minutes down to the beach. So be prepared for a 10-minute walk. You're not gonna be dropped off right at the shoreline. On the way to the beach, you'll find one of my favorite breweries in all of Barcelona, Black Lab. Alright, Jaycation, we're here in Black Lab by Barceloneta. I picked up my Japanese tea, IPA. It's one of my favorites here in all of Barcelona, and one of my favorites all over the world. So cheers. I had to pick up half a pint just to get a little dosage of it, you know? That mix of Japanese tea and the IPA and the hops is just fantastic. Alright guys, so that was Black Lab, one of my favorite breweries here in all of Barcelona. And I'm going to show you a little trick and a little tip here to get a nice view of Port Vell in La Barceloneta. It has something to do with the Museo de de Catalunya. So we're going to go into the Museum of the History of Catalunya, and I'll show you guys what's up. For those wanting to learn more about the history of Catalunya, you'll want to visit this building, and then at the very end, head to the rooftop and check out the great views of Port Vell. When you go into the Museum of Catalunya, just walk straight back to the elevators and go to the 4th floor, which is the top level, and you're gonna get one of the nicest views. It's a nice restaurant, but it's expensive, so I've dined there before with one of my coordinators and my parents. It was okay, but you can actually go check out the view for free. When you take the elevator up to the 4th floor, you'll see 1881 Sigardi Restaurant, and head to the very right for the entrance to the terrace. If you're looking for a nice meal or a mid-afternoon cocktail, you'll be paying a little premium, but it's a great view up in this terrace. But if you go to the very right side, like I said, you can check out the views for a few minutes, snap a few pictures, and enjoy Port Vell. Also located in Port Vell is the Barcelona Aquarium and Mare Magnum Shopping Center, which is open on Sundays. So here we are at the top of the Museo de Catalunya. This building has been here forever, and there's a rooftop here that you can walk to, and it's totally free. You get a nice perfect view of Port Vell and all the beautiful yachts, and then right behind me you get to see the Christopher Columbus monument, and then the rest of Barceloneta, and then the W is just around the way, and the funicular. It's just a nice area, and you can see Montjuic in the distance. This is a great place to go, take pictures, and hang out. Also in Port Vell, you'll see some of Barcelona's most luxurious yachts. You'll also want to have your walking shoes ready to go, because from La Rambla to La Barceloneta Beach is about 1.5 miles. It's definitely a walk that you must take. So just remember, the top of the Museo de Historia de Catalunya for some great views of Port Vell and Barceloneta. When you guys start walking down towards La Barceloneta, go to Port Vell, and when you're walking down Port Vell, you get all the vendors that sell all the fake stuff, like purses, jerseys, and magnets, and shoes, and everything else that you can think of. But this is a spot where you can go haggle. This is where you can haggle, guys. Don't let them sucker you, sucker them. If you're looking to bargain and for some cheap knockoffs, Port Vell is the place to go. Sorry for the shakiness, I was trying to be a little inconspicuous with my filming. Didn't want to make the vendors angry. Literally, these fakes are like a red carpet all the way out to Barceloneta Beach. So if you want to do shopping on a Sunday, just walk straight down Port Vell and you'll see all these fakes. So I gave in and got a fake Barca jersey, and the guy was like, I was like, how much, man, for this neon Coutinho? He was like, 20. And then he like paused, and I was like, 20. And then he looked at me and he was like, 20. 5. I was like, what? I thought it was like 20. He was like, 5. And I was like, bruh, nah, I'm good. And then I was like, I told him, like, I'm a fat ass and I need a bigger size, blah blah blah. And then I was like, all right, dude, oh, you said 20? He was like, no, 25. And I was like, I'll give you 15. And then he was like, nah. And I was like, dude, 15. If not, I started walking away. He's like, okay, 15. So these guys, they'll give it to you for 15. Believe me on that. Alright guys, so we just got to La Barceloneta. I'm gonna walk down towards the W. La Barceloneta wasn't even inhabited during the 1800s. It started off as a fisherman's town. Slowly these little shanty villages started popping up around this area, and then it became a fisherman's town. And in 1992, when the Olympics came, they revamped the whole beach area. It used to just be rock and wasn't that great of an area, and now it's one of the most visited places in all of Barcelona. This is the craziest I've ever seen the waves. Like, it's pretty windy here right now, so there's a lot of people that are going windsurfing and just like enjoying the crazy waves that are splashing right onto the beach. And yeah, this sand's not even like natural sand. They actually brought this sand in for the '92 Olympics, and just a couple years ago there was a storm that effed up all the sand, and they had to re-sand this beach. And it's beautiful over here. And yeah, this is just a great area to go check out, guys. Look at this guy windsurfing.
Although some beachgoers go in the water for a little swim, it gets deep real fast.
Those chiringuitos I got, they're overpriced, but even I, on my first time here in Barcelona, sat down and got a picture for like 19 euro, which I found out later on was a little overpriced. But when it's your first time, that's what she said, when it's your first time, you gotta try it out. By the Beeches Club Nacio Barcelona, where you can actually play soccer, go swimming, play tennis, and I'm sure there's gyms and racquetball courts over there in the inside. And then you can also rent all your stuff. If you want to go windsurfing, kite surfing, whatever you want, they have it over here, and it's all towards the W Hotel. And then once you get towards the W, there's a residual store, which a lot of people like going to, and is popular amongst a lot of other people, but I don't shop there particularly. But if you like it, hey, I don't hate. So we're now here at the W, and this is where the Platja de Sant Sebastian is. A lot of beaches are called like San Sebastian Beach. I guess it's like a really popular name. I just saw that in Sitges too, but this is still the La Barceloneta area. There's restaurants right in front of the W. I'm sure they're overpriced, but I used to run here all the time, all the way to the end of this wall right in front of me. Also by the W is a really cool pool party, I heard, and it's just got great views. So it's one of the most expensive places to stay in all of Barcelona, but if you have the money, why not? It's getting windy. I think winter is coming.
This whole area was revitalized right around the 1992 Olympic Games. This is where the Olympic village, Villa Olimpica, was located, where all the famous athletes stayed in 1992. And now you can find all the famous nightclubs like Pasha, CDLM, and the famous casinos. With this boardwalk being so big, there are so many things you can do, like biking and skating.
So all along the boardwalk, you'll get a lot of joggers, people on here for a romantic stroll, people on skateboards, bikers, people on segways, strollers. You can do everything on this long boardwalk. It'll lead you all the way to Villa Olimpica, where all the clubs are, and that famous gold fish that's on top of one of the casinos here in Barcelona. So yeah, there's a lot to do here in La Barceloneta, other than laying out and drinking sangrias at a chiringuito. Another thing worth mentioning is if you want to take the funicular up to Montjuic Castle, and where the Olympics was held, where the Olympic Stadium is, Palau Sant Jordi is, and all the Montjuic parks are, you can take this funicular up from La Barceloneta Beach all the way to the start of Montjuic, and you just get scenic views all the way to the top. And I really do recommend it. It's a great place, a great thing to check out if it's your first time in Barcelona.
My favorite chiringuito is way past Villa Olimpica, called Chiringuito Escriba, where you can try paella, fideuà, and a tasty sangria.
This is one of the chiringuitos I was talking about, El Chiringuito, where you can grab a nice cocktail or even some paella. Overpriced, but if you want to pay the price to people watch, do it.
On my very first trip to Barcelona in 2013, we stayed over in the neighborhood of La Barceloneta, and the restaurants over there are a little bit overly priced, so I'd venture into the city for some great food.
In 1992, for the Summer Olympics here in Barcelona, Rebecca Horne
created this sculpture right here, and it's one of the most iconic pieces of art on the beach right now, and brings more character to this beach, especially with the W in the background. It's one of the most recognizable art structures in the beach. So a bunch of these dudes sell these like fake ass rugs that you can buy and then use while you're in the sand, but they just look really flimsy and not worth buying. But people still buy them anyways. Now, there may not be any Filipino restaurants or Filipino themed things over here on Barceloneta, but there definitely are a lot of Filipinos that like to check out the beach. And then this place here is not Filipino, but it's called Soup Soup. And if you guys can translate what that is in Tagalog, y'all know what I'm laughing about. Another popular thing people utilize here on the beach is the free handlebars and workout area. And they actually arrange workout groups here on the weekends, on the weekdays. So you make buddies and then you just work out on the beach. It's like a ton of muscle heads come over here and just work out. It's pretty cool. So this is usually where I end my runs, or actually this is where I turn around. This is like the halfway point of my runs, and then I head back home another 3 miles. So yeah, this is all familiar for me. We're actually leaving La Barceloneta and entering Villa Olimpica area, where all the crazy touristy bars are, and the nightclubs like Opium, Shaka, CDLM. And yeah, if you want to have a good time, spend extra money and see a lot of dudes, come over here. A lot of these clubs are open from 11 to 6 in the morning. What people don't realize is that you could actually go reserve RSVP on a guest list ahead of time, and some nights you can get in free if you come in early enough and it's not crazy busy. Also, don't let them rip you off. Some places offer upwards from 20 to 30 euro entrance, and then they give you like 1 or 2 drink tickets depending on which club it is. But also, you can enter through the beach entrances, and it's a lot faster than where we're standing right now because there's mad lines. So yeah, try the beach entrances. If you're looking to go out for a night and looking to rage and spend a little extra money, this is the place to go. We have plenty more videos to come in Barcelona, so please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, Jaycationers. Thanks for watching.